Topics are the traffic controller inside a Copilot Studio agent. They are where a known user need becomes a designed conversation path instead of a loose chat response. A useful agent usually needs more than one answer. It may need to ask a question, remember a value, branch based on that value, call a tool, handle an error, confirm before an action, or escalate to a person. A topic is the place where that path is authored. In Copilot Studio, a topic defines the shape of a conversation, the questions asked, the branches taken, and the responses given. Think of it as a route map. The user enters with an intent. The topic decides what the agent asks next, what it stores, what it checks, and what happens before the final response. Trigger phrases and intent matching are only the doorway. If a customer says, "Where is my order?" or "I need a refund," the agent can match that intent to an order help topic. But the trigger is not the full solution. The full solution is the flow behind the door. This is a common exam trap. A trigger phrase helps the agent choose the topic. It does not automatically collect the right facts, validate them, call the right system, or handle the failure path. When the scenario describes a predictable business process, think beyond the trigger. Ask what the topic must ask, what it must store, what it must test, and what action should run only after those earlier steps are complete. Let's use one scenario. A customer asks, "Where is order 4179? And if it is late, I want a refund." A human can understand that sentence all at once. A topic should break it into usable steps. What is the order number? What is the issue type? What action is requested? And what should happen if the status comes back late? The topic can ask for missing information. It can store the order number in a topic variable. It can store the issue type. It can store the requested action. Now the conversation has working state, not just a sentence in chat history. Once the topic has state, conditions can route the user. If the issue type is order status, the topic checks the order. If the return status is delayed and the customer requested a refund, the refund path opens. If the order is on track, the topic gives the status and closes. If the request is unclear, the topic asks one more clarifying question. This is the first big AB-620 rule. Topics decide the path. Variables carry the facts along that path. A topic without variables can talk, but it cannot reliably remember, branch, map inputs, or compose a precise response. But a topic cannot reach into an external system by itself. It has no native power to query a database, update a record, or call a service. That is where tools, agent flows, and HTTP requests come in. When the topic reaches the exact point where live data is needed, it can call a connector tool. In our order scenario, the topic maps topic.orderNumber into a Dataverse connector action and stores the returned order status. Then the condition node reads that returned value and continues the route. If the work is more than one step, the topic can call an agent flow. A refund might need to validate the order, initiate the refund, send a confirmation email, and return a status code. The topic should not try to hold all of that process in line. It passes clean inputs to the flow, waits for the response boundary, and then routes based on the returned output. If no connector exists and the call is a single REST request inside this one topic, the HTTP request node may be the right fit. The topic can build a dynamic URL from a topic variable, choose the method, add headers and body, define a response schema, and save the response into a variable. Secrets should come from environment variables, not hard-coded headers on the canvas. Now compare topic-level execution with agent-level tools. An agent-level tool is available to the orchestrator when the agent decides it is relevant. A topic-level tool runs at a specific controlled point in a known flow. If the exam scenario says the lookup must happen after the user confirms the order number, that wording points toward a topic-level node. Knowledge is different again. If the user asks a broad policy question, a generative answer grounded in approved sources may be the right pattern. You can place a generative answers node inside a topic when retrieval must happen at a known stage. But if the user asks an open-ended question that does not match a topic, conversational boosting or fallback can help. Do not build one giant manual topic for every possible question. That distinction keeps the design maintainable. A topic is strongest when the builder knows the path. Collect this value, confirm this state, choose this branch, call this system, return this result. Knowledge is stronger when the user may ask many different questions over approved content. The exam may describe both in one scenario. The clue is whether the agent needs a controlled process or a grounded answer over content. Good topics also include guardrails. Before a refund, update, ticket creation, or API call that changes something, show a confirmation summary. Use the stored values so the user can catch a mistake. If an external call fails, route to a helpful fallback instead of pretending the action succeeded. If the user needs human help, assemble the context and escalate cleanly. For AB-620, listen for scenario language. A known conversation flow points to a topic. Asking for missing values points to question nodes and variables. Branching based on captured or returned values points to condition nodes. A specific external action points to a tool, agent flow, or HTTP request at a controlled point. Broad answer generation points to knowledge, not a handcrafted topic for every sentence. Here is the final mental model. Topics decide the path. Variables carry the facts. Tools perform actions. Knowledge grounds answers. Agent flows handle multi-step processes. MCP exposes tool catalogs. A2A delegates work to another agent. If you remember only one thing, remember this. A topic is not just a trigger phrase. A topic is the authored route from user intent to a safe, useful outcome.